Hey everybody, Mr. Regan here, and we're going to be looking at breaking down that COLA example you were looking at earlier and really begin diving into how do we construct good reasoning to connect our claim and evidence within a scientific argument. So first and foremost, when we look at our original COLA example, we had our question and our claim that drinking COLA is bad for our health and that the evidence for that was the cola contains caramel coloring ingredient called 4-MeL. Now, hopefully we are able to recognize that this is not a very good claim, evidence, and reasoning here, and hopefully we're able to understand that this argument is actually not very convincing because, well, we don't really see the connection. We don't really see the relation between the claim and the evidence. We see that this person obviously thinks cola is bad. We see that there's some evidence here that it uses this coloring, but there's no connection as to how that evidence shows the cola is bad for your health. So whenever we construct a good reasoning section and connect our claim to our evidence, we're going to be using this type of reasoning tool here. And if you notice, it has all our important information. It's got our question here. How does drinking cola affect your health? Okay. It has our evidence. Cola contains that 4-MeL, and then this therefore section here, which is kind of like our claim. So drinking cola is bad for our health. So whenever we need to write a convincing reasoning section or a strong reasoning section that connects the claim to the evidence, we're going to be using this graphic organizer to help show that connection, and we're going to use this middle box here. Okay, this is super important. Whenever we try to connect our claim to our evidence, we have to ask ourselves this question: why does this evidence matter? Why does this evidence matter when connecting to our claim? So we're going to show you kind of how to fill in this bottom box to help show that connection, to help show why evidence, at least for this example, matters. So we're going to use our evidence here to kind of connect the two together. So cola contains this 4-MeL. 4-MeL is a food coloring that has caused cancer in lab rats. Many things that are bad for rats are bad for other living things like humans. Therefore, drinking cola is bad for your health. So notice a few things. Number one, it pulls in our evidence, talking about that 4-MeL. It pulls in this idea of things being bad for our health, and it connects our evidence to a claim and explains, hey, why does this evidence matter? Why does this evidence show that connection between our claim? So we're going to be using this tool to help us connect our evidence with our claim when we have our scientific writing activities. And next, we're going to look at taking this reasoning and kind of identifying two arguments about our cola. So now that we have our claim, our evidence, in a good connection or a good reasoning section, let's go ahead and take a look at our two arguments. So our arguments kind of bring everything together to give us a snapshot of the whole argument. So argument one, drinking cola is bad for your health. Cola contains a caramel coloring ingredient called 4-MeL. Avoid drinking cola in order to stay healthy. So when we look at our argument about cola, again, we're trying to pull in everything here in argument one. Now let's take a look at argument two. Drinking cola is bad for your health. Cola contains 4-MeL, which is a caramel coloring ingredient that causes cancer in lab rats. Many things that are bad for rats are bad for other living things such as humans. Therefore, drinking cola is harmful to the health of humans. Now, both of these arguments help to kind of pull things together. Both of these arguments have all of the information in there in some way, shape, or form. But now your job is to look at these two arguments and decide, well, which one is better and why? So which argument's better and why? Think about your reasoning, think about your claim and evidence, think about which one pulls all of them together. And when you're ready, go ahead and answer that question on your slideshow. If you have personal questions, reach out to your teacher. Otherwise, good luck.